Breaking news that has sent shockwaves through European football this afternoon as Chelsea intensify their pursuit of Bournemouth's defensive sensation Dean Huijsen, leaving Real Madrid increasingly concerned about missing out on one of football's brightest young talents. In what can only be described as a calculated power move in the summer transfer market, Chelsea FC have thrown down the gauntlet with an aggressive timeline to secure the signature of 20-year-old Spanish international Dean Huijsen from Bournemouth. Sources close to Stamford Bridge reveal that new manager Enzo Maresca has personally identified Huijsen as a transformative defensive addition and has set an ambitious deadline of June 14th to complete the transfer. The significance of this particular date cannot be overlooked. It would enable Chelsea to register Huijsen for the upcoming Club World Cup, providing the Blues with a strategic advantage in their quest for global domination. According to exclusive information obtained from AS, Chelsea are prepared to trigger the youngster's $60 million release clause without hesitation, signaling their serious intent to rebuild their defensive line with elite young talent. This development has created considerable anxiety at the Santiago Bernabeu, where Real Madrid's recruitment team had been quietly confident of eventually securing Huijsen's services. The Spanish giants have long admired the defender's remarkable combination of physical presence, technical ability, and tactical intelligence, attributes that have drawn comparisons to some of Europe's defensive elite. Adding another layer of complexity to this high-stakes transfer saga is the reported concern from the Spanish Football Federation, who had been counting on Huijsen's availability for their under-21 squad. The federation views his potential participation in Chelsea's Club World Cup campaign as a significant disruption to their own developmental plans for the national team. Industry insiders suggest this accelerated timeline represents a significant shift in Chelsea's transfer strategy, moving away from protracted negotiations to decisive, swift action in the market. This approach appears to be a direct response to previous transfer windows, where the club found themselves outmaneuvered by rivals for key targets. Huijsen's performances for Bournemouth have been nothing short of spectacular this season. His commanding aerial presence, composed distribution, and remarkable reading of the game have established him as one of the Premier League's standout defensive prospects. His ability to seamlessly integrate into different tactical systems makes him an ideal candidate for Maresca's vision of a more tactically sophisticated Chelsea defense. Chelsea's aggressive pursuit of Huijsen has not gone unnoticed by their Premier League rivals. The Athletic's David Ornstein has confirmed significant interest from both Liverpool and Arsenal, who view the Spanish defender as a potentially transformative addition to their respective backlines. However, Chelsea appear to have gained considerable momentum in recent days. Their willingness to meet the full release clause without attempting to negotiate a lower fee demonstrates both their financial capability and their determination to secure Huijsen ahead of competitors. This transfer represents a critical moment for Chelsea following another season of mixed results. While showing flashes of brilliance, defensive inconsistency has plagued the Blues throughout the campaign. Technical assessments within the club have identified Huijsen as a significant upgrade on current defensive options, including Levi Colwill, Tosin Adarabioyo, Benoit Badiashile, and Trevoh Chalobah. Additionally, Wesley Fofana's persistent injury struggles have created an urgent need for reliable defensive reinforcement. There's some debate among Chelsea fans about whether the young and talented Huijsen is the one to go for, or if it would be a better idea to target the more experienced Marc Guehi to help a youthful squad, Chelsea insider Superfrank revealed to Caught Offside. Either way, it looks certain the Blues will be adding at least one expensive addition to their backline in the summer, with the likes of Axel Disasi and Trevoh Chalobah likely to leave to enable that. The potential departure of both Disasi and Chalobah would create not only the roster space, but also the financial flexibility to accommodate Huijsen's arrival. Chelsea's ownership has demonstrated a clear strategic preference for investing in elite young talent with both immediate impact potential and long-term value appreciation, a profile that Huijsen perfectly embodies. Bournemouth, while reluctant to lose their defensive cornerstone, recognize the reality of their position. The inclusion of a $60 million release clause in Huijsen's contract reflected an acknowledgement that retaining a talent of his caliber long-term would prove challenging. The substantial transfer fee would, however, enable them to reinvest significantly across multiple positions, potentially strengthening their overall squad depth. As Chelsea accelerate their pursuit of Huijsen, legitimate questions emerge about the club's broader transfer strategy and squad-building philosophy. Under their current ownership structure, Chelsea have prioritized the acquisition of football's most promising young talents, an approach that aligns perfectly with a move for Huijsen. However, this youth-focused strategy presents certain challenges, particularly in defensive positions where experience, leadership, and communication often prove invaluable. The departure of Thiago Silva has left a significant void not only in defensive quality, but also in on-field leadership and organizational ability. Football analysts have suggested that while Huijsen possesses extraordinary technical and physical attributes, Chelsea must carefully consider whether introducing another youthful defender into an already inexperienced backline represents the optimal approach. The alternative, targeting a more seasoned central defender with proven leadership capabilities, might provide better balance to a squad already brimming with young talent. This strategic dilemma reflects the broader philosophical questions facing Chelsea: immediate competitive success versus long-term sustainable development. The pursuit of Huijsen suggests a continued commitment to the latter, even as supporters increasingly hunger for the former. Real Madrid's concern regarding Chelsea's accelerated timeline highlights the Spaniard's significant potential. The Madrid Giants rarely express anxiety about missing transfer targets unless they consider them exceptional prospects. Their worry about Chelsea's June 14th deadline speaks volumes about Huijsen's projected ceiling as a defensive talent. This transfer saga unfolds in the coming days and weeks. All eyes will be on Stamford Bridge and the aggressive approach Chelsea are taking to secure one of football's most coveted young defenders. With the Club World Cup registration deadline providing a clear time frame, expect this situation to develop rapidly. For Chelsea supporters, Huijsen represents both immense potential and a clear statement of intent from ownership. A commitment to securing generational talent regardless of cost. Whether this approach ultimately delivers the defensive stability the club desperately needs remains the crucial, unanswered question in this high-stakes transfer pursuit. If you've enjoyed this exclusive breaking news, please drop a like on the video and share your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think Huijsen is the defensive solution Chelsea need, or should they be targeting more experienced options? Let us know your opinions.